basically, because I raised my concerns about 5 months delayed to wheelchair service, it's implied somebody called out the medical practice individual. It still could be true, because the individual I just spoke to, she's a receptionist, she's not actually gone, she checked on the computer, and it looks like I'm still signed up to the same practice I've been for quite a while. The email was predated Blatchford Group, Blatchford Limited, and in UK they're funded NHS England Limited, a private care contract, 5 months delay, because I'm chasing it up about all the blocks of business services and nationally the OT equipment as well. They're hitting me with retaliation, aren't they? They cannot breach data protection, so of course I'm just covering all tracks around my area. National company, the pharmaceutical company, my area pharmacist, and he said, as far as their record's concerned, I'm still signed up there. Not changed, as an email implied. And that email didn't state who she spoke to, what time, what medical surgery. Yeah? Because I mentioned in my letter a data protection UK Statute Act 2018. And I said, well, you cannot really force and coerce, and the use of assumption is being done. Community Justice Limited agents, for 22 years is this now, NK Ultra Trauma-Based Mind Control. Yeah. And also using what's known in England, Mental Health Act 2005. There's a clause within part, a certain chapter, and the clause on 1. If they have raised concerns of somebody's mental capacity to make a decision, and if they're not responding to any inquiries to be offered the assessment, right, they can use part 1 in England to the Department of Border Protection for the health, care, social elements to take over what's known as, I've got downloaded the documents, deprived of liberty, deprived of human rights. At the moment it's still meant to be the Human Rights Act 1998, and the clause 6, breaches of public functions. Well, it's a limited company, everything is commas, public funded companies, i.e. they're companies, commerce and business, subcontract out a lot of goods and services to private limited companies. So I said to the individual on the phone, their call's recorded, has there been any concerns raised about my welfare? Physical, general welfare. And that will know the first call I've made in ages. They know I don't make calls. And that call will be monitored. Oh, she's made a call. They communicate, these Freemason demons, together. So they got me to waste my ink again. More cost. More stamps cost. More time. Yeah. More triggers. So I'm not going to be too relaxed. I'm still doing my documents to cover my back. But with the wheelchair, I know who's behind this as well. National Housing Group, their company actually. Home Group Limited, in my area, the very key Freemasonry, Illuminati, Freemasonry, the dark occults, the cultists. A certain individual is connected to all these key individuals in the public sector in my area. And, yeah. Very demonic it is. And he, with his housing agents, employees, and block my housing repairs for 5 years, It's a breach of contract. I don't care. They've just been trying to push me out ever since I moved in. And this is all what it's about. And this is how widespread they take it up with their connections. Not saying every Freemason is demonic. I'm just saying the key ones that has been doing all this behind the scenes. In a force and cohesion and fraudulent manner. Without any lawful foundation. So they've been using these agents to come into my flat to look at the condition of the flat and report it as an adult safety concern, adult healthcare, concern, and their own company policies. I have to look at the documents and research these things for my own protection. It's not my fault I'm left to live like this. And in England, the way things are changing in all areas, isn't it? And I said to the lady on the phone, to cause me alarm and distress like this, it's all part of it, isn't it? It's not ideal. So I'm just documenting this, doing a video, and I'll go fresh up.